Hello, this is Ray Main here again with today's Bible reading. Today we're going to be starting a new book, the book of Amos, chapter 1. The words of Amos, who was among the herdmen of Tekoa, which he saw concerning Israel in the days of Uzziah, king of Judah, and in the days of Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Israel, 2 years before the earthquake. And he said, The Lord will roar from Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the habitations of the shepherds shall mourn, and the top of Carmel shall wither. Thus saith the Lord, For 3 transgressions of Damascus, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have threshed Gilead with threshing instruments of iron. But I will send a fire into the house of Hazael, which shall devour the palaces of Benhadad. I will break also the bar of Damascus, and cut off the inhabitant from the plain of Avon, and him that holdeth the scepter from the house of Eden. And the people of Syria shall go into captivity unto Kir, saith the Lord. Thus saith the Lord, For 3 transgressions of Gaza, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away captive the whole captivity to deliver them up to Edom. But I will send a fire on the wall of Gaza, which shall devour the palaces thereof. And I will cut off the inhabitant from Ashdod, and him that holdeth the scepter from Ashkelon. And I will turn mine hand against Ekron, and the remnant of the Philistines shall perish, saith the Lord God. Thus saith the Lord, For 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remembered not the brotherly covenant. But I will send a fire on the wall of Tyrus, which shall devour the palaces thereof. Thus saith the Lord, For 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Bozrah. Thus saith the Lord, For 3 transgressions of the children of Ammon, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have ripped up the women with child of Gilead, that they might enlarge their border. But I will kindle a fire in the wall of Rabbah, and it shall devour the palaces thereof, with shouting in the day of battle, with a tempest in the day of the whirlwind. And their king shall go into captivity, he and his princes together, saith the Lord. Well, that's the reading for today. Have you noticed something since we started reading the prophets? Have you noticed that it sounds kind of like, and of course, the prophets were prophesying and telling exactly what was going to happen to Israel. And each one of them, at the end of their prophecies, these chapters were put in later. Whenever they prophesied, it was all one prophecy. But at the end of their prophecy, they always give a hope that the remnant of Israel would be saved. But in between there, boy, from the first chapter to the last chapter, ever how many chapters that there might be in each one of these prophecies of the talking about them being slain, talking about their children being put into captivity, talking about the land being turned back to desert, all those things. People think that today, in this particular chapter, it talked about the Palestinians. Those are the Palestinians of today. This is the same group of people. They were causing trouble back there. They're still causing trouble 2,000 years later, better than 2,000 years later. There's people in the Middle East that have been fighting ever since time began. If you'll go back to Genesis, you'll find that the angel of the Lord had told the woman there that was the servant of Abraham's wife that her son would be the progenitor of a great nation. Said, but he's going to be a wild man. His hand was going to be against every man, and every man's hand was going to be against him. We see that still going on today. I hope that helps you understand some of the stuff that you're seeing in the news today. Man's inhumanity to man. All you have to do to be like those savages over there is just to turn loose of your base nature. You've got one too. Let's all turn to the Lord and ask him to help us with that base nature. What do you say? Until the next time, may God bless you.